Alright, what's up, guys? Anybody who's here live or afterwards? We got a few things to go over tonight, and we'll see if we see any suspicious activity in the skies. We might watch a couple of different locations. You never know. We're looking out at my home of Las Vegas from the other side of it, from which I'm on right now. Hey, Paula. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Welcome, everyone. We'll give it a few minutes to get going here. We're less than a minute in so far. So, welcome everybody who's here. Thanks for the likes so far. Hope everybody's week is off to a good start. Lots of northbound traffic on the 15 again. Coming up, I guess it's, rush hour starts pretty early around here. What's up, Kevin? In Lakeland, Florida. We're getting ready to see what we can see tonight. Hang out and chat and, whatever else is going on. Anybody hear anything new about, drone stuff? I think they're doing something here. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Hey, chat. What's going on, buddy? Okay. I'd be a lot better if the two people that said that they were going to come and buy stuff that I have for sale on Facebook and OfferUp had actually come and done so. That would have been better. But other than that, can't complain. I'm not seeing any drones flying over at the moment. But how you doing, Chad? And everybody. And my renewed driver's license didn't come today either. Which is, I guess this is about as early as I could have expected it. I don't know. I really need that, though. You really can't do anything around here without a valid form of identification. So that can't seem to get here fast enough. And hey, Joe, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. We're just hanging out, checking out some, see if there's any drone activity. Oh, there's one. That drone looks an awful lot like an airplane. They're making them look like airplanes now, so they blend in better. Smart. That's what I would have done. What's up, Big Boys PEV? How you doing in chat? Well, okay is better than not, I suppose. That's about as good as I can seem to get out of most anyone lately, and that's about the best answer I can give most of the time is okay. Or, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird time to be alive, to say the least. Just in the last few days, especially if you turn on the TV at all. Well, I have I get free cable where I live, so I'm usually watching the old movies, like 80s and 90s movies are playing in the background on those channels or stuff. But every time you turn it on a channel where there's news or something, it's just, really far-fetched things being reported on these days. Like it's normal. That could be a fly. Yeah, Joe. They could be making tiny drones that look like flies now, too. I'm sure at least 100 people have said that on conspiracy social media pages or whatever by now. Let's see if we see anything interesting. We saw a couple of things last night that didn't look like normal Las Vegas air traffic. Although I'm sure it was just the way the camera sees it. So yeah, these are airplanes coming out of the airport from here. They're flying out this way and coming around and ending up coming out of the screen right there. We saw that a bunch of times last night. That's what the airplanes are doing in Las Vegas right now. Yeah, breathing's better than not, I suppose. Chet and Joe, I try not to watch any news either because it's just really ridiculous things all the time. And but this drone thing has me very interested. Like, what's the motivation here? You know, I mean, these things have like FAA lights on them. They probably have the little beacons, the transmitters, where you could get a. I think you can even get an app on your phone, and when a drone is flying over, if it's projecting the signal like it's supposed to, the app on your phone will pick it up, and you can, like figure out if it's. I don't know if it'll tell you the name of the person who's flying the drone, but like, if it's like an American consumer drone or I don't know. So it's weird that, like, I don't know, that's just a lot of them just haven't been identified when it should be so easy. They look like they're complying with FAA guidelines, like most of the stuff that I've seen. So why can't we identify them? And what's going on, Shane? Good to see you, my brother, my friend. Yeah, I mean the news is like, nobody's actually giving you the news anymore. It's always like opinion shows. And on all sides, it doesn't matter, which one you watch. It's just, somebody's take on something versus the actual story. And that's what I don't like about it. It's like I can form my own opinions, just please give me the news, but it's not that anymore. It's like it doesn't matter which news you watch. It's like about ratings and selling airtime or ad space. Um, so they make it more theatrical so they can sell more boner lozenge uh, commercial time, or whatever the hell they're doing now. Hey, baby love, good to see you. Yeah, exactly, Chet. All opinions and so depressing. I feel better with it's kind of I agree, Joe and Chet. Like I'd almost rather not know most of the time what's going on. I don't even really care anymore. That's another thing. It's like people are so desensitized to everything. But I am very interested in this drone situation, and I don't know. I think it could be like some kind of inside, psyop kind of thing, just testing the waters or a distraction or getting us ready for something. I don't know. That's my 2 cents right now. And remember, I said that. But it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out, I think. And Barry, what's going on? Yeah, no, I get most of my information online, I suppose. I mean, television news is a little too extreme now, I think. Yeah, everybody's sick of the news, I guess. Baby love. And then they're just trying to keep you on the edge of your seat, leaving you cliffhangers right before the commercials. Coming up next, something crazy that you won't believe. Stay tuned. And then you got to watch all these silly commercials for, mostly like erection stuff and sports betting and things you ought to buy for Christmas and You know, that I hate that too. It's like I'm tired of seeing all that. Yeah, no, I agree, Joe. Baby love. It's just, you know, the world is a silly enough place without the news doing what it does all the time. You know, it's just like gas on the fire, really. Well, be careful. You know the rules, Shane. We cannot get too political. But I agreed with the distraction part. That's what I was talking about earlier. It's a distraction or a diversion or you know, like a magician or an illusionist does. Like, hey, look at what I'm doing with this hand over here. Focus on this. You know, see what I'm doing over here. Isn't this amazing? Well, meanwhile, the trick or the illusion is happening in the other hand. So, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about it right now. It's got to be some kind of psyop or whatever. Because how could the most powerful military and government on Earth not be able to identify strange drones by now? Yeah, that's a good way to do, Chet. And I've been watching. There's some Adams Family movies on today. I woke up this morning to Gilligan's Island episodes were playing. I love to watch that kind of stuff. Exactly, baby love. So, oh wow, that's cool, Joe. I guess he'd be hard to miss, though, huh? I mean, you could pick him out of a crowd, out of the corner of your eye, I bet, but that's cool. Yeah, 7 feet tall. You're not going to miss somebody that tall. I will. I don't know why I didn't get notified, Paula. I know. I thought my slow 49 notifications were on. All right, baby love. So the sun is setting over our fair city. I'm sitting on the downtown side right now. The other side of the strip. Right now we're looking at Allegiant Stadium and Mandalay Bay. And what is this, Russell Road down here in the 15? I guess. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I have something to tell you here in a minute. It's a beautiful night here in Vegas. It's quite chilly though. Like today was much cooler, like 6 or 7 degrees cooler, and you know, partly overcast today. Like 6 or 7 degrees cooler than yesterday, and somewhat overcast for a good portion of the day. Looked like it might rain at one point. Kind of wished it would. It's been kind of dry. Can I walk? Can I walk to Allegiant Stadium for where I am? Um, it would take a very long time. Maybe I could. I'm sure I'd need a ride back. I could probably walk down there, but it would take quite a while. It's probably if I came mostly this way, right here. That's Dean Martin, I think. Um, it's like 9.5, 10 miles maybe. But thanks to anybody who's been through the stream so far tonight. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up if you have. And thanks, moderators, for moderating, and chatters for chatting, and lurkers for lurking. Let's see if we can get to 8,934 likes before the end of the stream tonight. Might take a little while, but I think we can get there. Anyway, look at that sky on a little computer screen in Las Vegas. It's a really beautiful evening as far as the way it looks. Kind of chilly. It's just felt much cooler today than it did yesterday, but we got some nice days in the forecast, like mid and upper 60s during the day, and that's going to feel pretty good, I think. It only got up to, I don't know, 57 or something today, and it was cloudy for at least half of the day. Thank you, Chet. Hopefully we get the moon in the shot tonight. It'd be awesome to catch a drone going across the moon. But let's see if anything happens tonight. It seems to be. Is this Russell Road down here? I think so. All like twisted up and such. Had to make adjustments in this chair. Yeah, traffic like always. I guess this is Russell Road down here. And then northbound on the 15. It's always backed up every time we're watching this camera. But so far, haven't seen any unusual activity in the sky. But the sun is just now setting. I hear tour helicopters going by. We should be able to see them soon. Yeah, they're coming in. There goes one. And there are two. They're all the way back and around, probably. So I'm hearing the last of them. I see them back there. I saw flashing stuff. And they're coming from a ways back over there. It's like, I think I hear a tour helicopter going by. I thought I had been hearing them. But it was just like the last of the trail, I think. Hey, Laney Grace. Yeah, well, Laney Grace, I guess like most coastal areas, even on the West Coast now, are reporting seeing drones, like unusual and large ones. But what's this all about? You know? Yeah, I heard the helicopters too, baby love. I guess you're in the path. You can hear them. You're on the opposite side of Fremont from me, but still close enough. Yeah, and they're flying. They're still coming back. So yeah, we were hearing the helicopters, and now they're coming back. Like one of them comes out and around this side of Mandalay Bay. I don't know if it's Maverick or Sundance. And then the other company comes down through here and then behind Mandalay Bay and down into the airport that way. And I don't know if that's Maverick or Sundance, but yeah, a whole line of them just went by. And I guess Baby Love heard it too. Heard them. Yeah, they come kind of like they come almost along Fremont Street to downtown and then up along the strip and then come and land like right around the Mandalay Bay area at the airport. So let's see what else we see tonight. I guess here's another helicopter coming back. I can see it there. It's very faint, but it's coming. See, you can see it there going off the edge of the screen. Some of them go, I guess I've seen them take off and land at the Henderson Executive Airport, so maybe some people take tours from there, and those are the ones that are going down. Like they look like that one didn't look like it was going to the airport here, so maybe it was going over there, like the Henderson Executive, like over by Inspirata. Well, yeah, but they usually come back a different way. Like they usually come back over downtown and the strip, I think, Joe. And then land usually strip adjacent. But I've seen a couple of them leave out of Henderson Executive. So maybe that one was going back to there. I don't know. So it's growing dark. And it's still kind of cloudy. Let's see what effect that has on night viewing, night sky viewing over Las Vegas. And maybe we'll check in on New Jersey here in a little while and see what's happening. But, and now it's kind of gone. I don't know if it's the drones doing this or not, but my kitchen smells like farts, but only sometimes. And there's really no reason for it. And are the drones coming and sneaking fart smell into people's kitchens somehow? I mean, how or why else would there be a fart smell? I don't think my drain is backed up or anything, or I don't think, that's what it's from. It's just like there's an odd fart smell in the kitchen at times, not always. And before anybody says, well, is it maybe you? I tend to do most of my farting over on this side of the apartment. So, I don't know. I can't explain this. It could be the drones, guys, unless anyone has a better idea. Airwolf. Yeah. I used to love that show. I still love that show, but when I was a kid, I used to really love that show. We're still a little ways short of our likes goal tonight. I think what was the goal 8,934 likes. It's going to take us a while at this rate, so hit that like button if you haven't already, guys. Or it's going to be a long live stream. And glad to hear the legs doing better, Shane, and the ribs. I know you mentioned were doing better the other day. We should go, Shane, if you're up for it. We should do a live, like tomorrow night and the next night, like Wednesday and stuff. Well, Wednesday's going to be a good night for the bike ride. Better weather than last week, much warmer. Well, a little bit warmer. Um, but if you're down for it, Shane, if you're feeling better, we ought to go out sometime after sunset on a clearer night than this and see if we can spot any drones over Las Vegas. So yeah, now it's getting dark. I'm trying to position this to where you can see it about as well as I can see it. I don't know. If I see anything, if anything jumps out at me, I'll move you in closer, guys. We might go check out New Jersey in a moment. Still a lot of traffic northbound on the 15. Might want to go a different way today, guys, if you're going that way. If your travels take you north alongside the strip, maybe go, where else would you go right now from here? I don't know, I'm so used to riding e-bikes and scooters and whatever now that it's like traffic doesn't really matter anymore. Hmm. So, and I've heard a few reports now. I can't think of the commenter's name, and I was gonna respond on a previous live stream that we did. Mentioned a couple of times now seeing 4 drones, or like I've been hearing this. Like I've heard this. I've heard of this being reported in Las Vegas. Um, not helicopters, but like 4 things going in line together. And most people who live here would be able to spot the helicopters. They're pretty unmistakable, and the sound that they make and everything. I mean, you always know when it's the helicopters. There's one coming right now. So, I don't know, but I've heard that there have been reports of this. Like, it's not just somebody who's commented on one of my live streams, but uh, like a couple other people have seen it and mentioned something about it. I don't know. I don't know the whole story. I'm getting this secondhand. So, let's see. Hold on. I'd meet you over at the steepest hill, Shane, if you wanted to. I wrestled with the headset on the green bike all day today, and it's loose enough. Like, it's a little too loose that it like clunks a little bit, but I can turn the handlebars. Just positioned things as best I could until the bars spun semi freely. And I'm charging it up right now, actually, and I think I can ride it. And I was doing that hoping that I got my license today because I need to hit the road. Like, if my license doesn't come by tomorrow and I can't get out and do the Uber Eats or sell some of my stuff, I don't know what's going to happen. But, yeah, the Cheetah is, I think, rideable for now, but I mean, that's subject to change. But I messed with it a lot. I spent a couple hours wrestling with that bike today. And but the Owens Hill, but it's horrible on your brakes on the way down unless you want to go like 59 miles an hour on an e-bike that's only meant to go about 30. But that is a steep hill, the Owens Hill. Maybe we could go do a live stream from the Owens Hill, but I was off to the side and the dirt, and that's when I started having live stream problems and couldn't live stream for like a week and a half. So I don't want to cause that to happen again, but there's no reason. There's a Verizon tower right up there on the mountain. So there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to live stream from there. So maybe I ought to go try that again. But there's an awesome little hill to the side. You know the one I'm talking about, Shane? Where you can go and there's almost like a cliff and you can look down. It's right off of the Owens Hill. Yeah. But if you go Hollywood to Owens, or there's a couple little shortcuts you can take, and then go up. That's a pretty awesome view from up there. I've been wanting to go back up there. But if you're down for it, Shane, we could meet up sometime somewhere in the area. And, I don't know, just go poke around. I want to see if I can ride this bike again for a while, the Cheetah, without having to fix it. I'd like to wait until after Christmas and then take it in and fix it. It feels a lot better now than it did, but it's still not right. But it's kind of like it was when I was able to ride the bike for a while after I got it. So not seeing anything unusual in the skies so far tonight. And who knows how it goes. We'll check in on New Jersey here in a little while. See what's happening over there. I want to hit some trails too, Shane. Like good dirt. There's good like dirt places to go, trails over there, like by the Owens Hill and stuff. Actually, once if you go down the Owens Hill, there's a trail that goes back and behind, and there's a couple of good vantage points that you can go up on an e-bike. And you're still like you're not far off of like actual roads though. So I'm itching to get out that way again. Anyway, I'm really getting excited about going on a bike tour or two when uh, when the weather is a little more fair. Springtime or late winter at the earliest. But I bet going up on the hill in the evening, especially looking down at the valley here, you've got a really good view of everything in the sky. All the planes and helicopters and everything, they're easy to spot. So if there were drones too, and they were, I don't know, bright enough, you could probably see them from over the spots I was just talking about, or you're talking about, Shane. Man, I'm getting hungry. There's only like one thing left to eat though, like one meal type thing left to eat here. It's like you gotta like make it, and that's fine. It's just, maybe I can get by with a snack and then eat that other thing tomorrow. Because I have had food today. I haven't like been without. It's just like I don't think I'm gonna have a proper dinner. Just a couple of snacks. Oh, Whopper and fries. Now that sounds delightful, Shane. And today's well, I guess they're always running, specials at Burger King, but today is carne asada fries day at Roberto's. Oh man, I'm sleepy. And I can't wait to I'm not going to do the chaos rides pedaling yet. I'm not going to take my pedal bike, the pawn shop bike, to do Friday night rides yet. I'm not that good at pedaling again yet. I'm getting better though. I'm making a lot of progress. Been doing more pedaling. My body's way more used to it, and I can go. I can just pedal more easily for longer periods of time now. I think that's pretty good, but I'm still not ready to do like a 20 something mile chaos ride pedaling hard. So once I get my e-bike fixed, we can come down to this side of the strip again and go the walkway back by the pool at Mandalay Bay and stuff. They've been trying to stop people from doing that, and I don't have to be faster than the security guys. I just have to be faster than other people in the group, which I can do on the e-bike. So really got to get that headset fixed, but don't want to try and take it into a bike shop at this point until after, like a week or so after Christmas, like when all the people get their Christmas bikes and whatever, and the bike shops are going to be busy helping people get you know adjustments made and whatever, putting them together. I don't know. So I'm trying to wait until that's over with. I'm trying to just keep that bike together and be able to ride it some until after that, and then I'll take it in and get it fixed properly. But I think the stuff inside the top part of the headset is a little like better in there now. But it's still not quite right. Uh-oh, the Burger King coupons were pretty good. I remember those. Man, Burger King. Now I'm hungry. Now I want to go eat some real food. Thanks a lot, Shane. Uh, no, but seriously, I don't know. Maybe I will eat that dinner stuff that I have, or maybe I'll just like I have a donut and some salted peanuts. So two different kinds of nuts, peanuts and donuts, or a donut. Those are two of my favorite kinds of nuts, by the way. Peanuts and donuts. So, yeah, inspecting gadgets for sure. I'll be alright with a donut and some peanuts. What else do I have? I got a couple other like snack items. I don't need a meal. I'll be alright. I'm leaning out a little bit, you know, like losing the bulk. I'm getting to that age. I'm 48 years old now. And a couple of years ago, I was working out a lot, and I was uh, I was up to 235 pounds. It's like mostly muscle and stuff, but just carrying all that extra weight around, and I've leaned out thanks to some health problems. You might say, "Hey, where's that fire truck gone?" Oh, so let's see. We need a drone, guys. I want to get another drone. I put one in the wish list that's almost as good, probably about as good as the one that I used to have. Um, Not quite as good as the current equivalent of the drone that I used to have, but uh, I don't know. I mean, now that's probably the best way to find other drones right now is with a drone. I'm sure a lot of other people have thought of that, and that's what a lot of what people are seeing out there is just people flying their drones looking for other drones. Let me check the notifications here. I've been notified. Oh. Alright, guys, you ready for this? You know how I know the world's about to end? Many of you, my friends, know the story about what happened with DoorDash. I tried to, after a couple of years of using, electric scooters and stuff, not using a car, I finally got through to somebody and it's like, hey, like quit sending me these 17-mile long deliveries because I'm on an electric scooter and stuff. Can you set it up for that? And they're like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then DoorDash deactivated me because they said we don't need you operating. We don't need you in Vegas right now because if you're not using a car. So today I get an email from DoorDash saying something to the effect of, basically our mistake for deactivating you. We've reactivated your account and you're basically good to go. And it's set up for a car again. And my driver's license that has expired, and I haven't received the renewed one in the mail yet. Like DoorDash doesn't seem to care. So they deactivated me, said they weren't going to reactivate me. Then they apologized for deactivating me and reactivated me. And think I'm using a car again. But I can't. I'd have to update a payout, so I'm not going to be able to get paid for 7 days anyway. Or not. It's like it'll automatically pay out into my bank account on Sunday night, and I'll receive it a week on Monday. So like I need it before then. But it's nice to have the option of DoorDash again, I guess. But I can't get the instant payouts because I have to add another debit card again because they uh, reactivated my account, and you have to wait 7 days after you add your debit card. But my old bank account information was already in there, so it's going to pay out to that automatically, but not until Sunday night. And I don't know. But yeah, that's how I know the world is going to end. Because stupid things like that are just happening all the time now. And nobody's doing anything about it. And drones are flying all over the place. And my kitchen smells like farts and nobody can explain why. And it's just, what we've come to the end, guys. It's been a good run and I hope everyone enjoyed it. But I am almost certain at this point that we're very short on time. Because how can all this stay? Just like the last couple of weeks, it's like life just fell apart in general. Like society just forgot what it was doing, and it's like I don't remember what we were doing and how this is all supposed to work and what the hell's going on now. And is that a drone up there? And why does the kitchen smell like farts? And what's anybody gonna do about this? And it's like it's got to be the end. That's all I can figure. It's right around the corner anyway. I'm not trying to be that guy, not trying to be Mr. Half Empty or anything, but so many things are just so ridiculous lately that I wouldn't be surprised at all if, you know, life just came to a screeching halt and, something happened. I don't know. Yeah, well, that's good, Shane. I have a cheap drone, but it doesn't have a camera. It's just to like practice flying. Maybe I'll take it anyway. So yeah, after all that nonsense with DoorDash, they reactivated my account and think I have a car that I'm using. After for over 2 years now, I've been telling them, please, make it to, scooters or whatever. So I quit getting these 17-mile long deliveries. I don't know. It's like I'm stuck in an episode of The Twilight Zone or something, is what it feels like right now. We haven't seen any of the, remember the ones that came over Allegiant Stadium last night? That were kind of, not like the others, let's say. There haven't been any of those thus far. Have you noticed? So maybe those were, well, I don't know. It's tough to say. I never went back and checked that out and like enhanced the footage. I need to remember to do that after this. Hey, Steve. Weird glitches. Yeah, nothing seems to be running like it's supposed to right now, Steve, or at least, what I'm encountering. Everything has been at least a little off. Yeah, no, I guess you're right, Shane. So if it's a regular thing, I guess it would probably be happening if it's like a regular aircraft flying over at a usual time, because they seem to come the same way, like every so often apart, 20 minutes or so. So we'll see if that happens tonight. Man, I could sure go for. Oh, I don't know why Capriati's just popped into my head. I guess we've been going, Shane, we've been right next to a Capriati's a lot every time we go to Roberto's. And, Capriati's is so good. My son's probably going to want Capriati's while he's here visiting next month. So let's see if we get any more of that unusual activity in the sky compared to other flying things that we saw last night. Let's see if it starts to happen now. Shane and anybody, hit that like button if you haven't already. Guys, we're almost at 20 likes, which is this is a little off pace. We're going for 8,900 and some odd likes tonight, which is going to take a while at this rate. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Yeah, who knows if I'll ever have the money to eat at Capriati's, though. Shane, a couple of people were supposed to come and buy things today, and they didn't. I don't know what it is. People are just like, yeah, I want to buy that. I'll be over, and this time or whatever, and then they don't show up. They don't let you know that they're not coming. It's like I gotta pay bills and eat and stuff while I'm waiting for my driver's license. I could go out and take a DoorDash delivery or two, but I can't get the money until like a week from today at this point. I guess I better add a debit card today though, because I'm gonna have to wait 7 days after I add any new card or anything on DoorDash. The safety measure before you can do the instant cash out afterwards. I don't know. Yeah, well, I'm sure a lot of it's going to be that, Steve. Just people screwing around. And I'm sure they're going to try and pass off a lot of it as that. Being, well, there's already been, people getting caught for it, so it's probably just mostly that. But I don't know. I mean, credible witnesses are saying some of these are the size of, cars and school buses and, stuff like that. And those, you're not getting those at Best Buy. So why is it that, still, why is it that nobody's figured out who these are? It's an inside job, guys. It's a psyop or something. It's just, testing the waters or diversion or, I don't know. Because, like, seriously, how the hell could they not know who's flying the drones at this point? The strongest, greatest military and government on Earth. Like, how would this just slip past them? But yeah, I've heard that, like you're saying, Steve, a lot of people have been, getting caught flying their drones where they're not supposed to. But some of them might have just been looking for the other drones that they're hearing about. Here comes one of these lights in the sky, similar to last night, but a little higher. What is this? What's this going to end up doing? It's higher than the light was last night, I think. If I recall correctly. It's going off kind of a different way, too. I'm not sure what that is. That's, a plane or a helicopter or something. I would imagine. Well, didn't have any flashing lights like that one way in the background there. I don't know. Let's see if we see anything else like that going tonight. Yeah, I don't know, Shane. It's that was a little different than what we were seeing last night. Light looked a little different. Yeah, well, I mean, you should know better than to fly them where you're not supposed to, and I know a lot of people are going to get caught for that. But again, I mean, like military bases are confirming seeing drones overhead that are, larger than typical consumer drones. So there is still some of that. I mean, most of the reports that are coming in are just, there's a reasonable, easy explanation for people flying their own drones or, uh, other aircraft being misidentified. But there's a handful of them that, people who know what helicopters and airplanes look like can't explain, and regular drones and stuff, and that this is something different. So I'm sure 90+% of these reports of this are going to be easily explained away. But there are still some things occurring that don't make sense and haven't yet been explained. Hold on, let me see if I can get that to focus a little better. Why is it not focusing? Maybe I'm not focusing. Other hand, hold it more steady. I don't know. Like I'm watching the screen and nothing's flying over at the moment anyway. Hold on, let's check out New Jersey. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm gonna put you down. Let me see here. And hold on just a minute, guys. I'm doing a few things at once. Everything's going in slow motion right now. I gotta check a couple of things. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Okay. We're looking at New Jersey. It looks, I don't know, it looks like you can't really see anything in the sky at all because there's too much light in the park here, Seaside Park. I don't know. I'll check the notifications again. About doing what? Big Boys PV? I'm sorry, my eyes are getting kind of fuzzy. I'm trying to read the chat, but it's like I'm having to strain my eyes right now. I don't know, I'm tired. Nothing went really according to plan today. And I was really hoping that the people who said they were going to come and buy some of my stuff would have. Even if one of them would have come through, I would have been, like closer enough to paying rent when it's due uh, than I am now. And that's a bit more secure of a feeling. And like if my license comes tomorrow and I can I can cash out immediately after, well, like after the tips clear. Well, I can cash out anytime with Uber Eats, but when the tips clear, I can get everything from the time that I've most recently done Uber Eats, but within, like an hour or two after finishing. Um, so hopefully, yeah. And if you missed it earlier, I've been wrestling with the e-bike, the Cheetah. I got the headset loosened up a little bit, but it's maybe a little too loose now. But as long as I can turn the handlebars and ride the damn thing, then I don't know. Hopefully it'll be alright for a while. We'll see. Oh. Well, like if they'll send you a scooter or something so you have, it's easier to promote something if you have it to use and show, you know, but if they want to send you scooters, I'd accept them. I wish they'd send me some scooters. Is there anybody else that wants scooters or e-bikes? But it's good that they're reaching out to you anyway. Big Boys PEV. But I'd have to try. Like before I did something like that personally, I'd have to know. Like you've had a Varla scooter though, uh, or haven't you? No, I haven't. I thought about it. Is it maybe kind of misty? You can barely see the ocean. Like the waves crashing here in this cam right now. Yeah. No, I knew you. I thought you had been riding one for a while. That's a scooter I almost got a while back. The Pegasus. It was on the list, of ones to consider. But I'd like to try some of their scooters, some of the newer stuff, perhaps. Don't they have a smaller one or two now, like a more commuter-ish scooter? Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that one out. Big Boys PV or any of them, really. Hey, what's going on, Liberty Tree? We're chilling, looking out at New Jersey right now, Seaside Park. Not seeing any drones flying in at the moment. We're watching Vegas for a while. Nothing over the sky here tonight so far that stood out. Well, that one thing was, I don't know, was most likely, almost certainly a helicopter or an airplane, but looked a little different than the other air traffic. But thanks to everybody who hit the like button so far. We're a little short of tonight's goal, I gotta say. We're going for 8,934 likes. It's going to take us a while at this rate. You can help out by hitting the like button, getting us a little closer. Otherwise, this could be a really long live stream. Could be days, maybe even weeks. So let's see if we can shorten it a little. Thank you, everybody who's hit the like button so far. And I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see anything. We haven't really seen anything that stands out, but there's still a lot of weird reports of unusual things in the sky, some the size of school buses, and my kitchen smells like farts, and nobody can seem to explain that. It doesn't right now, but it will again in a few minutes. And as far as I know, nobody's farted in there. I think I'm the only one here, and I'd be farting on this side of the apartment. You know, so it's odd that, you know, let's see, I don't know. So it's the drones. The drones are finding a way to make people's kitchens smell like farts. And we should all be very concerned about that. Why aren't more people talking about that? You know, because now it's getting serious. Have you seen some of the interesting conspiracy theories floating around out there about what's going on with these drones? Some of them are downright hilarious, and others are just, you know, fantastically inventive. But all, you know, quite interesting. I'm trying Big Boys PEV. I'd like to be at least 3,000 subs before I embark on any bicycle journeys. So it's kind of what I'm shooting for. But thanks to everyone who subscribes to this channel. We're closing in on 3,000 subscribers. Well, we were talking about this earlier, Liberty Tree. It's like, it's almost like it's a diversion tactic, or like, because how could our military and government not know who's flying these drones? You know, how could we be that vulnerable and inept? You know, so the only thing that really makes sense to me is that, you know, they're doing it, and it's to distract or divert or, you know, desensitize for something. Maybe they know that we're about to, I don't know, like, so who knows? Like, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But you know, most government agencies and branches have, you know, are claiming to have no idea of what's going on. You know, both sides of the aisle are like, you know, why don't we know what's going on? Why can't we get more answers? And so I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. Oh yeah, Liberty Tree. It's been a while. You paid your dues, but it seems to me very odd that it seems very odd to me that our government and military can't figure out what's going on here by now, which just makes me think that this is just like we talked about earlier, like an illusionist or a magician does. Like, here, check out all this going on in this hand. Over here, watch this hand. Put your eyes over here so you can see what's going on. Look at the what I'm doing with the fingers. Isn't that amazing? And everything. Well, meanwhile, the trick, the illusion, is happening in the other hand. So I think that's a possibility too. We're all being distracted, from something, or this is to desensitize us for something that's coming, or who knows, like a psyop. I don't know, that's what makes the most sense to me at this point with everything that's come to light or hasn't come to light. So if we're all looking to the sky and watching drones and trying to figure out what's going on and why, then we're likely not paying attention to something else. But what's the motivation? What's the something else? What are we not supposed to see instead? That's what I'm trying to figure out, but I guess time will tell. You can't keep this drone thing a secret forever, and who's behind it and what's going on and why. And what are we not seeing instead? So anyway, what else? I think we might go back to the Vegas cam because Jersey looks like it's not really happening tonight. Hold on, I'm gonna set you down, guys. Just a minute. Okay. I'll let you know. It's a dark night tonight. I'll let you know if I see anything, and then we'll zoom in on it. Yeah, well, that's it, Steve. Who knows how this turns out? But we're going to get more information, I think, from our friends and neighbors, like more usable information from our friends and neighbors than we likely will from our government, from the looks of it. So yeah, but what's the other thing going on? What's the motivation to keep us distracted if that's what's going on? I don't know. I'm really interested to see how this all turns out. There's some tour helicopters coming back. Still a lot of traffic northbound on the 15. and I guess westbound on Russell Road. Isn't there a game? Like, isn't there a Monday night game occurring? Is that this Monday? I don't know. Like at Allegiant Stadium. Well, Liberty Tree. That's why we have to, like listen to our friends and neighbors. You're probably going to get more real information that way. But it's important not to get too excited about something either. Like not jump to conclusions. Not want it to be something in particular. But just I don't know. But nothing really makes any sense right now, and that in itself should have us a little concerned. Well, that's true, Shane. But do they know something? Are we to expect some other visitors? Is that why we're doing this? What could it be? But they seem to have a knack for being able to make us do what they want us to, for the most part. And if they want us looking up with our phone cameras, there's likely a reason for it. But what? There were UFO sightings in Oregon recently. Did you hear about that? Last few days. Uh, and pilots talking with air traffic controllers, and air traffic controllers referring to them as UFOs. Well, yeah, I mean there are so many distractions, I guess, all around, Shane, that everybody's just kind of numb. Except when you get something that stands out like this drone thing, it sparks an interest. So it's a really good diversion if that's what anyone wanted it to be. I can't remember what we're talking about that you're referring to. Liberty Tree, sorry. And just today has made my brain numb. And people are ridiculous. Like, uh, people will say they want to come over and buy something that I have listed for sale, and I'll, you know, tell them, hey, yeah, I'm available at that time. You want to come by, and I'll take you know, we'll agree on the amount that you're offering, and then they just don't show up. And that never used to happen. People are more flaky than I've ever known them to be in my entire life. And it's gotten very much worse in just the last couple of weeks or so. Around the time all this stuff started happening, drones and whatnot. They could be drones. Oh, the drones in Oregon. No, they're UFOs. Like pilots were spotting UFOs that were flying much faster than, commercial aircraft, and communicating with air traffic controllers about them. Those were very most likely not drones. So, yeah, but there's recordings that you can go and hear, and it's pretty interesting. I mean, because pilots obviously know what other stuff in the sky looks like, other airplanes, and uh, things that they're used to seeing. So, for them to say there's something anomalous, in the way or whatever, and for the air traffic controller to say, well, avoid the UFO, basically. I don't know, that's interesting. But yeah, that happened in Oregon, and now there's been drone and other UAP, UFO sightings along the Pacific coast, parts of Southern California, I guess Bay Area of California. Um, I don't know. It's all a little nutty. So is that it? Are people from somewhere else coming? Is that what they're getting us ready for? So it looks like the normal nightly hustle and bustle plus a football game. Is that tonight, the Monday night game? From here. I don't know, my TV's off. And I haven't been paying attention. So let me see, check my notifications. No new good notifications. No $1,000,000 or any dollars for that matter. I need some dollars to wind up in my accounts in the next couple of days, especially if nobody's going to buy any of my crap. And I just can't believe it. I keep talking to people who sound like they're interested in buying my stuff, and then they just don't. But if they're all legal, Steve, then why, you know, why isn't anyone able to identify them, and why are there so many? Why are there car size and bus size ones? They're probably going to come forward with a lot of explanations that don't make sense and try to pass it off as the news. Yeah, I suppose, Shane. Well, maybe they're seeing if we're ready for them before they come and visit here. Maybe that's what this is all about. Like getting us desensitized to where, like, if a bunch of aliens just show up one day, we're all just kind of like, whatever. We're so numb to everything that it doesn't matter anyway. I don't know, but it's going to be really interesting to see how this goes. Why isn't anybody? I'm not even getting any notifications now about anybody wanting to come and buy anything. I'm in a really rough spot right now too because, uh, yeah, well they're going to probably not give us the whole story or the real story or who knows, Steve, but I'm going to be in rough shape if my driver's license doesn't get here soon because my whole life is on hold. I couldn't even finish applying for a job online, but I can't redo or get my Uber Eats account going again until I take a picture of my new license and upload it. Um, I can't even pawn anything without a driver's license or a valid ID. You know, I'm just in a really tough spot right now, so it'd be really good if some people would come through and buy some of my things that I have listed for sale that are all priced very reasonably. So hopefully that works out because I don't really have anything I can do otherwise. You know, I'm just kind of dead in the water and waiting to be able to get going again. But it didn't come in today's mail. Hopefully it comes tomorrow. That still gives me a little time to get a little bit of Uber Eats money anyway, get a little closer to the goal. But once I get that license, once I have got my e-bike working enough again, and maybe it is now, I'll have to take it out and ride it tomorrow. It's still charging right now. If I can get the headset loose enough to where I can ride it and take some deliveries on it and, you know, do a couple other things, I'll get caught up. I'm just stuck playing the waiting game right now, and it's a really bad time for that. So, I don't know. I sure need a couple of things to go right lately, but the way things look just in the world as a whole and with all this, you know, who knows who the hell is flying these drones and why isn't anybody doing more about it and why does the kitchen smell like farts and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. See, that's the thing. We're all so numb to everything now that we can't even remember what we were thinking about, or at least I can't. Sometimes I am tired and tired of waiting for people who say they're coming and then they don't. That's really weird, man. It's like, and I have a good rating on Marketplace and OfferUp and stuff too. I'm selling good items at like low prices and nobody's coming through and buying. And, you know, I've been buying and selling for a very long time and have never experienced circumstances quite like this. But when they were last similar to this, it was right before everything crashed economically. The Great Recession, I think we're potentially on the verge of something like that. There are a lot of things that could potentially go wrong economically in the near future. And I know a lot of people are on edge. A lot of people are buying Christmas presents right now. A lot of people are buying necessities, like more practical things like new tires for their car, um, and, you know, clothes and shoes and things that might go up in price after tariffs or something, for instance. A lot of people are buying those kinds of things now, which is making it difficult for me to sell the things that I have. Um, but yeah, from all my decades of experience of buying and selling online and hand to hand and otherwise, the last time it was like this was right before things got really bad. Yeah, no, that's true about the Moon and Mars thing, Liberty Tree. That may be, Steve, or maybe not, but you know, Uh, between health issues and financial ups and downs, this has been an interesting year. So, but I should be able to get a handle on everything again once my renewed driver's license arrives and I can actually like do anything. It's amazing how much you can't do. I can't even go to a casino and win a jackpot right now. If I got a hand pay jackpot and I don't have a valid ID on file with that casino, which I wouldn't have now anyway, I can't collect my jackpot. So I can't even go and win a hand pay right now until my renewed driver's license gets here. I can't buy a lighter at 7-Eleven if I wanted to until my license gets here, and I'm 48 years old. So it's an interesting looking night over Las Vegas tonight, much darker than last night. It seems like. Hey, John J. Beckman, how you doing? I'm okay. I'm playing the waiting game right now. I'm waiting for my renewed driver's license, and my whole life and finances are on hold until it arrives, basically. But it could be as early as tomorrow. I guess it didn't come today. But fingers crossed it'll be here soon. And I can get back to, well, just life at all, really. Um, right now, John, thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. We're watching the skies above our fair city. Here comes something over here. Is that a drone? No. It's an airplane coming from around and over from the airport, it would seem. So yeah, nothing anomalous in the skies over Las Vegas so far this evening. But good to see you, John J. Beckman. Hope you're doing well. And glad you could pop in. So I want to see something cool over Las Vegas. Somebody in a comment on a previous live stream mentioned seeing 4 drones over Las Vegas, and they weren't helicopters. And I've heard other people tell, or I've heard of others telling a similar story, not firsthand, but I've heard of people talking about such things, and I haven't seen anything like it. I think it would be interesting. I would love to see that. Evidently, last night it was near the Stratosphere, which is not far from here, or where I am. But I don't know. I can't say that I've seen any of it. Like the New Jersey big drones that everybody's talking about. Like, I haven't seen those over Las Vegas yet myself. Doesn't mean that it's not happening here, I guess, but I haven't seen them. Yeah, I didn't figure you would have, probably, John, and I'm not sure if anyone's actually seeing drones. Well, there's always, we've talked about this in previous live streams. There's always drones flying over Las Vegas, mostly like, consumer drones, hobbyist drones and photographers, videographers, etc. There's always going to be a bunch of those over the Strip, especially, and downtown. So that's nothing new. And military drones north of, Vegas, like Northtown and north of there, But yeah, otherwise, like the ones that they're seeing in New Jersey or anything, I haven't, like, nobody that I know personally has mentioned seeing anything here in Las Vegas that matches up with what they're seeing in New Jersey. But, I mean, just because none of us have seen them yet, I guess doesn't mean that they don't actually exist. And, people who live and work here and would know what helicopters look like versus drones, for instance, they're not going to look at a helicopter and think it's a drone. Yeah, maybe so, Joe. So I don't know. I'm getting tired though. I was up again early, super early, getting ready because I had an appointment with somebody from last night. Like after the live stream last night, somebody's like, "Hey, is this still available?" I was like, "Yeah." We went back and forth a couple of chats. Can I come tomorrow morning and get it? Sure. What time? It's all this and okay, yeah, I'll be there and whatever. And then nothing. Didn't hear from him. Well, you too, Steve, and thanks for hanging out. Let us know if you see any drones or if your kitchen smells like farts. It's the drones doing that. Why else would my kitchen smell like farts? There's no explanation for it other than that. Yeah, John, exactly. It's like, it's very un-Vegas like without the mirage. And when it reopens, it's going to be something much different. But, the volcano, the mirage, like, they should have left it alone. And why didn't they? And so many people will always miss the mirage. Well, thanks for being here and participating, Steve. We appreciate you. Anybody who comes and hangs out, matches the vibe, does what we do, adds to the. Uh-oh. Please be money coming into my account and not going out. Just got notifications. Okay, I still have to. It's Uber Eats is going to remind me every day that I have to upload my new driver's license when it gets here. And I would love to have done that already and be able to use that, but it has not occurred yet. So I got a double notification. Uber Eats, upload your new document, and the weather notification saying it's 53 degrees outside right now in downtown Las Vegas. I miss the Desert Inn too, Joe. That was a long time ago now. But Vegas used to be a very much different place, and I do miss the old Vegas. And we're running out of old Vegas. I mean, the Tropicana's gone. The Mirage will never be the same. There's been talk of, Circus going next, and that's like, aside from downtown, there's not a whole lot. Like on the Strip, there's barely any classic Vegas anymore. The Flamingo, but that's so modernized that you wouldn't know it's an old hotel. Those are two probably good shows to see, Joe, at the Desert Inn. I was watching, I mentioned the other day there were James Bond movies playing in the background, Connery Bond movies. One of them's Diamonds Are Forever, which was largely filmed in Vegas. And a lot of, some car chase and stuff things in downtown Vegas, and it was weird watching that and seeing it's like even though it was 53 years ago, some things are still the same, and others are just so different that you don't even know you're looking at the same place. So it's weird. Nevada is not really any better, I don't think. Maybe very slightly, but still just terrible. Liberty Tree. Yeah, but Circus Circus is still fun, John. I mean, they still have the free circus acts. You can still go there and play carnival games and arcade games and stuff, um, and gamble and eat. And, so I mean, you can have a lot of, and, the Adventure Dome and stuff too. The Adventure Dome, I think, is fun. It's a fun place. I enjoy Circus Circus. It's run down, it smells weird. It's largely unchanged for most of its life. Uh, but it's still a fun, cool place. Casino was filmed in a lot of different places, but whatever the hotel that they were pretending to be, of course, in the movie never really existed. I wanted to do a casino filming locations, like what it looked like in the movie, the time of the movie, and what it looks like now. And I want to do that with Vegas Vacation and other Vegas movies. I wouldn't mind doing that with Diamonds Are Forever, that James Bond movie that was just on the other day. Too, I recognized a lot of the spots in downtown Las Vegas, where they were, so it would be fun to do that, I think. So we're still a little short of the likes goal tonight, guys. Can we squeeze a few more out? I know we're just sitting here, but and thanks to everybody who's been hanging out, even if just for a minute or two. Still a lot of northbound traffic on the 15. And a decent amount of southbound, I guess, still for this hour. What am I going to eat after this? I have a donut. That's going to be nice. I'll eat the donut and then some other snacks. I really need to go grocery shopping tomorrow, but I just can't, especially like if either of those people had come and bought either of the things that they were coming to buy today, I could at least go probably grocery shopping tomorrow. Get a couple of things anyway, but it's like people are just unreliable, man. I don't get it. I mean, if I say I'm going to be somewhere at a certain time, um, I'll either be there or I'll let you know if I'm going to be late or if I have to reschedule or something. I'll give you as much notice as possible because other people's time is valuable and it's not fair for me to waste it. So I never would intentionally. But so many of these people are like, yeah, can you meet me? Can I be there at 10 o'clock? Sure. And I'm sitting here waiting for them, and then they don't show up. They don't let me know they're not coming. And it's just like I've never experienced so much of this all of a sudden. I mean, has it come to this? Is everything gotten so bad that that's just how it is now? Oh, wow. John, that's awesome. That's incredible. Yeah, walking history, I guess. And it is, Joe. I mean, My time's not that valuable, but I could have been doing other things. I could have been working on other things maybe that instead of sitting here waiting for somebody who's not going to show up. Um, so I don't know. And right now, especially, my hands are really tied. Like I gotta sell some of these items that I have listed for sale because I'm not earning any money. I can't use Uber Eats. I can't. I can't even pawn anything. I don't have a valid ID. I can't win a hand pay in a casino. So it's especially frustrating when it's like I really need these people to come through and my items are really priced right and I'm still, just getting jerked around like this and just people the lack of consideration. I just don't understand it. Oh. Yeah, well I suppose it's been that way for a while, Liberty Tree. Um it's just a tourist attraction, I guess, at this point. Or mostly, anyway. So yeah, I'm still watching. Here's something flying over here, but it's got FAA lighting. This is an aircraft, clearly. Like a normal one. So it'd be fun if we could like catch some drone activity or an alien invasion or something live while we're sitting here watching this. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, Liberty Tree. That makes sense though. Here comes something from this way, kind of like the way it looked last night, but not though. I can't see any lights flashing. That's the one that just came around this way though. I'm pretty sure. Let's see, I got another notification. Man, nothing good. Why can't it just be a notification like you just got $8,000 in your bank account somehow or something? That would pretty much take care of everything right now. So, I don't know if the $8,000 fairy is listening. Holler at your boy. But I've had a lot of stupid notifications today, like, what was it? I'm still, like, and I unsubscribed from these too. I'm still getting fuel rewards notifications. I'm not buying fuel or getting fuel rewards that I'm aware of, and I unsubscribed from this, which I don't know how it happened anyway, but I don't know, your fuel rewards balance is such and such. Well, how? Like, how am I even getting fuel rewards and I didn't sign up or anything? And I don't know. What am I going to do with fuel rewards anyway? I don't have anything that runs on fuel. Yeah, no, I remember that one. That was cool. And maybe that's what they're preparing us for right now, Joe, with all this drone activity and stuff. Maybe there's like a day the Earth stood still event upon us. Or type event, some kind of similar scenario, or who the hell knows how it would play out, but that would sure be interesting. If they're gonna do it, I wish they'd quit wasting time. Just get here and do it already. And let's see how it all goes. Man. No, I tell you what I'd do if somebody would have bought some of my stuff today, like they said they were going to. I'd go before it's too late. It's still Monday. You can still go get carne asada fries for $8 at Roberto's. It's carne asada fries day. I can't even do carne asada fries day because of how unreliable people have become. It's sad what this world has come to. But yeah, in recent days, because all this drone stuff and then like the UFO reports in Oregon, Pacific Northwest, a lot of, credible sources reporting seeing these. And hey, Justice, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, everything just feels out of alignment right now, and that's why I need to go take a long bike ride and just detach from all of this what they're maybe wanting us to see or not. Um, I don't know. I just don't want to see any of it. I just want to go clear my head and have life make a little bit of sense again. And maybe one day it will, but I think it's going to go quite the other way for a while first, is what it seems like is about to happen. Like things just keep making less sense. Well, not usually, I suppose, Joe. Like, I've never been worried about coyotes. But who knows what else uh, might be getting ready, might be coming for us or getting ready to come for us, or what does it all mean? What's it all for? And if it is a diversion, as I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks it might be this, that like all this drone situation, or desensitizing us for something, or getting ready for, I don't know. I'm gonna be interested to see how it all turns out. Oh, you're still in Pennsylvania though. And yeah, it's unlikely that yeah, like if they're growling, you probably don't want to get too close. But I've seen coyotes. I've seen coyotes on Las Vegas Boulevard, just south of where we're looking right now. I've seen coyotes walking down the sidewalk on Las Vegas Boulevard. And they're all over this valley because there's tons of rabbits in the Las Vegas Valley. And where there are rabbits in the desert, there are also coyotes. And lots of them. Oh, man. I'm sleepy and hungry and irritated with people. Not you guys, of course, but like everybody else. Somebody needs to just come and buy something, and then hopefully my driver's license will be in the mail tomorrow. And then life can kind of hopefully sort of go back to normal. I can at least earn some money and then maybe start preparing for a long bike ride as we're heading towards fairer weather, which is still going to be a while. I mean, there's still a lot of winter time left. But afterwards, and long before it gets too hot, We're going to take at least one or two long bike rides, like tours, bike packing and just traveling and getting the hell away from all this. Not that I don't want to get away from Las Vegas. I just want to get away from all the noise and then clear my head and then come back and everything will be fine. Hopefully, people will still be idiots, not you guys, of course, but everybody else. And that's just the way it is now, I guess. Here come the tour helicopters. Those are always unmistakable. Anyone who looks at those and thinks they're drones, um, maybe should go see an eye doctor. But who knows what could be flying around. People in the Las Vegas Valley have reported seeing things that are not helicopters flying around and aren't like the normal drones either that you'd see around here. So, and this has been, happening more so lately. So, will there be a Christmas Day bike ride? There's a good possibility, Joe. I have a tendency to go out and ride things on Christmas Day, whether there's an organized ride or not. Oh, yeah. Coyotes at the wetlands for sure. And in Cape Cod, there were coyotes on the tropical island that I lived on in Florida. Had coyotes on it. And I saw one day. I was like, "That's a coyote." It's like, I'm from California. I know what coyotes look like. How the hell are there coyotes on an island in Florida? But there were. Oh, Lake Las Vegas? That's awesome. Shane, I hadn't heard anything about that. I couldn't probably get there anyway. But anyway, let me check my notifications again. Come on, something good in the notifications, something useful, not the you need to pay this or you need to upload your new driver's license that you don't have yet or you gotta, like, I still can't believe that the DoorDash is back on. That's like the stupidest, weirdest thing. That's why I have to get away from this. The stupidity of life lately is just making my brain hurt, and I have to get away from it for a while. And then just clear my head, and then I can come back, and everything will be fine. Yeah, I don't think I would be able to do that, Shane. Because it's like 10 miles just to the wetlands. So, I don't know. I guess I'll take a different ride on Christmas Day. Hope somebody comes through tomorrow. And I also need to get my driver's license tomorrow. I can't wait for that any longer. There's no reason why. I mean, they said it could be up to 10 days. Or they said usually within 10 days. But it should at least be on its way by now. There's a good possibility it could be here tomorrow. Tomorrow would be 6 days. Anyway, we've been at it for a couple hours. I haven't seen anything that looks like drones or aliens tonight. And the kitchen doesn't smell like farts right now. But it will again randomly. And there will be no real explanation for it. It's the drones. They're making the kitchen smell like farts. Somehow. And it's probably to try and drive us outside so they can scramble our brains with their invisible mind control lasers. Or whatever that guy was saying. I saw something. There's like a real wild story about what these drones are trying to do to us from somebody who's got a very creative imagination. And it was along those lines, kind of. I don't know. I can't go get it at the DMV. Even if I went to the DMV, they'll send it in the mail anyway. Yeah, maybe. Shane. So yeah, even if I went to the DMV, they're just going to tell me I have to wait for it to come. It's already, like, it's coming. I have a piece of paper that says, well, I can print a piece of paper that says that my license is coming and I have a valid license, but that doesn't, like, I can't pawn anything. I can't, like, that's not going to work for Uber Eats. So I just feel like it's a waiting game. All I can do is just sit here and wait for it to come because it's already been processed. Well, I mean, they already took my money. They debited the money and sent me a receipt and everything. Oh yeah, you know, it's been renewed. Hey, maybe. It could be. I mean, yeah, that's more explainable. That's a more likely explanation for the fart smell in the kitchen. I know, I was just joking around about but it could be, you know. I mean, there's car-sized drones over New Jersey. Who's to say they're not making the kitchen smell like farts to drive us outside and control our minds with their invisible mind control lasers? So, you never know. Nothing would surprise me at this point. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot more cockamamie ideas floating around, theories about what's going on with these drones. Egg salad. Oh, I wish I had some. Oh, we still need an egg salad machine. Be on the lookout, guys, if anyone sees an egg salad machine like the one in the thumbnail from a while back. Let me know, because we need one. Egg salad is the future. The whole world can get behind egg salad and churros. So that could be the balance that brings everything back. Egg salad. Could be egg salad that saves humanity altogether. I wouldn't be surprised at all. That is the power, after all, of egg salad when you think about it. If you allow it to work as intended. Yeah, well, no, that makes sense. Union plumber. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure that's why it smells like farts in the kitchen sometimes. And good call on that. But it could also be drones doing it so that we go outside and they can control us with their mind control invisible lasers. You know, that seems totally plausible as well. Yeah. I don't know. We're probably all going to hear a lot of interesting ideas about things in the coming weeks and months, I would imagine. The way things are going right now, guys, I wouldn't rule anything out. And that's why really I just need to detach. I need to go on a bike tour and just pedal and look at the scenery and not hear any of the noise at all. That's what my future needs to hold. And then I'll be able to get back to this. It does. You know, imaginations are a funny thing, Shane, and some people's are just are just ridiculous. But it's fun to hear some of these things. Raiders are playing right now, aren't they? It's the Monday night game, which explains why the Allegiant lot is full. I try not to watch any Raiders games lately because it's painful. Um, it's been I think we're a couple of seasons away from a good season at least, or at least a couple seasons away from a good season. Still too many holes in the team, injuries, etc. Thank you for watching the bike tours of they're just riding around Las Vegas, but I want to go like well beyond the Las Vegas Valley. I want to pedal until I don't feel like pedaling anymore, like Forrest Gump on a bike. I just felt like pedaling, until I don't anymore. And then I can, like I just have to tune out the noise for a while. But there's still, in the meantime, there's still going to be Wednesday night bike rides and other things. Yeah, it's tough to be a Raiders fan. And hey, Amy. Oh wow. Well, glad you're home. Am I getting away from e-bikes? No, I still enjoy e-bikes, Joe. I just do enjoy pedaling too. It's pure, and my only limits are what my body is capable of. Really, whereas taking long trips on an e-bike, for instance, it just I wasn't going to be able to do it. I wanted to. That was the original plan. But with the resources that I might have between now and then, I'm just not going to be able to put it together that way. But I still enjoy riding the e-bikes around here and want to take more like regional adventures, more local adventures on e-bikes. So there's still going to be more of that. I mean, I'm not going to stop riding e-vehicles, scooters and bikes and stuff. I'm just really enjoying pedaling, and it's my body feels a little bit better. I still have colitis and cancer and ulcers, and there's nothing I can really do about that other than, just try and maybe take my mind out of, the state that it's in right now and just get back to, pedaling, being healthy, having a clear mind, and not all the distractions and noise. And then I think my body will heal itself to some degree. So that's kind of the motivation for pedaling. I think it's going to have a good effect on my health. I don't expect it to reverse colon cancer or anything, but like I don't think it's going to make anything any worse. And I think it's ultimately like my mind is going to feel more right afterwards, and the body kind of follows the mind. So, but no, still going to be doing plenty of e-bike related stuff. And I wrestled with the headset on the Cheetah for a good couple hours today, and it's much better than it was. I think I might be able to ride the bike for a while. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. but we'll see. Yeah, you didn't see any drones, Amy. I guess nobody's. It's hit or miss. Some people are reporting seeing drones in Vegas, and others are just like, yeah, there's nothing. It's just the regular things you see in the night sky. So I don't know. Who's to say how this whole drone thing turns out? Yeah, pedaling and walking do make me feel better than I do otherwise, Joe. And I don't know. Um, I just feel like a bike tour is going to be better done for me on an actual bike, but I still plan on spending an awful lot of time riding e-bikes and e-scooters. And when I go on my long bike journey, I'm still going to be giving, credit and shout out to an e-bike company for kind of inspiring the whole thing. So, anyway, I think it's time for me to eat my dinner donut and snacks, other snacks. I'm not going to make dinner tonight. I'm just going to have snacks and, that'll be all right. So, man, the carne asada fries though, $8 and something at Roberto's today because it's Monday. If somebody, what time is it now? It's 6 something. There's still time for somebody to come and buy something. If somebody comes and buys anything, I'm gonna blow $8 on carne asada fries. I don't care. But otherwise, I just can't spend any money at all. And I hope to God that my driver's license gets here tomorrow and that I can just start, having life go back to normal, trying to catch back up. I put a lot of time, money, and effort into those plasma LED lights and kits and was, feeling pretty confident about that, but I can't offer them at a good enough price that people will pay right now. And prices, if there are going to be tariffs involved in the future, will inevitably go up. And if they're not buying them at the giveaway prices, then they're not going to buy them at the regular prices when all that changes. So that kind of screwed me up. I've been importing goods from China for 27 years and, reselling them. I've had a lot of winter products, like things that really did well. And I had a lot of faith in those lights, but it didn't work out that way. And it just kind of threw my life into an unfortunate situation. And now I'm just, like behind. And there is no being a day late or a dollar short, but it's happening anyway. And I don't know. So hopefully it all turns around. It'll be very helpful though if my license gets here tomorrow. And if you missed it earlier, my DoorDash account has been reactivated and they still think I'm driving a car. After all of that, after all I went through with them and the deactivation and, a couple hours on the phone and let's finally get this handled. And now it's back to right where it was before that. And, I don't know. Life is stupid in a lot of ways now, and people just aren't even trying clearly anymore. DoorDash is an abomination, but whatever. I have a DoorDash account again. Go figure. Uh, but I can't instant cash out because I have to add a card now since they reactivated me. So I can't get paid for a week. So I can't make the money that I need right now with DoorDash because it won't pay out until Sunday night and I won't get it until Monday or Tuesday in my account, and I need it before then. And it's like, oh, Jeff's Travels. Wow, thank you, buddy. Super chat, most appreciated. And good to see you, and thanks for being here. Thank you, thank you. And uh, it goes a long way, Jeff. We're on track now, thanks to you guys with the super chats. We're on track to have maybe the best monetized YouTube month yet. So when this pays out, it's going to be awesome and very much appreciated. And thank you guys for the super chats lately. And Jeff, didn't know you were here. Thanks for hanging out and popping in. And oh yeah, I should. Yeah, I wish I could. If I could cash it out now, Jeff, if I could cash out the super chats on the spot, I would absolutely go get carne asada fries. But when it pays out, there will be a Monday in that week, I'm sure, and we will go and get carne asada fries. And thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate that. So thank you. There will be future carne asada fries, and thank you. And thanks again, everybody who's come through with the super chat lately. They're adding up. They're making for a better uh, YouTube payout with the ad money and stuff. So it goes a long way. It makes a huge difference. And thank you guys for supporting me in any capacity, even if it's just hanging out and being part of the live stream, even if you're just lurking. But Jeff, thank you, very very much appreciated again. So, but I'll be all right tonight. Um, I have a donut and some snacks. I could make a dinner thing if I wanted to, but I'll probably save that for tomorrow. And hey, the Milkman's Kid, glad you're here though. Anybody who's been lurking, and thanks for all the likes. Thanks just for taking the time. It really goes a long way. I'll be okay, but thank you. And thank you, Joe. You too, buddy. I appreciate you guys, really so much for everything you do always, and just spending the time, just getting to hang out with you, getting to spend a couple hours with you tonight and stare at a computer screen and see if we see any drones, and just talking about whatever. It's a good distraction for me. And selfishly, I use you guys for that once in a while. But I think like the chat is always such a vibe on these live streams. You guys are always so just above and beyond what a chat ought to be, and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for that. And it makes me feel so good to get to spend this time with you and share the vibe with you. So thank you so much, guys, for everything you do. Always. It means more than you'll ever know. And I don't know what I would do without you. So I guess for now, I'm going to have a snack and probably get ready to just, I don't know, wind down. Maybe somebody comes by and buys something off of OfferUp or Marketplace. Was supposed to get two of them today, and neither of them showed up. And I don't know what's happening to people anymore. Not you guys, of course, but everybody else. It's just like people are off now and inconsiderate, and every man for himself, and who cares about someone else's time being wasted. And it's a shame. It's a real shame. But you guys restore my faith in humanity, and I thank you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night or whatever time it is where you are, and enjoy the rest of your week. I will check in with you tomorrow. We'll do something. It's supposed to be a nicer day, so maybe we'll go out and do some pedaling. Maybe we take a scooter ride. Maybe I did wrestle with the e-bike. Maybe we could ride that somewhere. It's charged now. I see the green light. So tomorrow's another day. I hope you guys stay well and take care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.